Welcome to another episode of the BiGG Umbrella Podcast. That's big with two G's. I'm going to repeat that. That's big with two G's. And we got Denezel in the fucking building. Man, if y'all don't know about this man's burger, and I mean, y'all about to learn about his goddamn story, Average Joe's Burger, you got to check that shit out. As he know, I pop up whenever I can. So definitely, as we already got it going. So we about to just continue on back to where we was at. So let's get it going. We were just talking about, you grew up in the parts of San Diego you grew up in.
I grew up in Paradise Valleys, Paradise Hills, Skyline, and Spring Valley, a little bit of everybody.
Mm-hmm. And then you said you did grow up with your mom and dad. Like, what was that like for you growing up with both parents?
It was cool, bro. You know, it was cool, man. We took a lot of trips. Damn, no, weed just hit me. My bad.
Nah, don't even trip, bro. You good, because weed hit me too a long time ago. But I'm used to now doing this shit, so I'm good. And that motherfucker gonna hit you too.
Yeah. But it was cool, man. You know, I had my little friends. I had my family. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It was pretty cool. I had a little outside, you know, with my boys. It was cool. I had my little crew, you know what I'm saying? And then I also had that family I could come home to. You know, I'm the oldest brother. So, you know, I'm kind of like a little, you know, guardian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Feel like the protector, you know what I'm saying? So
you being the older brother, was that like a lot for you to even take on, or that was like normal for you?
Nah, they held their own. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They had their little friends, and, you know, I had my little friends. Everything was cool. Yeah. I just always knew I had to set an example. Mm-hmm. That was the best thing, you know what I mean, I could do for them, was setting the right example for them. You know
what example do you feel you set growing up for them?
I always wanted them to see, like, success is possible. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You can be your own person. You know what I mean? You don't have to follow no trends. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Take things head on. There's nothing wrong with hard work and consistency. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, try to have a positive mindset, you know, to get you far.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Show people respect. You get respect back. You know, just, you know, the basic stuff like that.
What do you even feel established all that mentality in you?
Probably my parents and my grandparents. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Being able to get a little balance of the elders and then your parents too. You can, you know, compare the two, and you can see how that generation get down and then how this current generation get down. And you know what I'm saying? So my grandfather, hard worker, he came out to San Diego in the military Navy from Mobile, Alabama, got drafted in Vietnam War, ended up in San Diego. And then my grandma from Jackson, Mississippi, you know, she in racist Jackson, Mississippi,
definitely
went to integrated school. We talking about like in the 1940s, you know what I'm saying?
Back
went
to my grandma's day. Because my grandma 90 or 91 right now. She was born in 33.
This is Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she went to school out there, got her little associate's degree, came out to San Diego to be a teacher or a teacher assistant, you know? So my grandma did a lot of substitute teacher, you know, jobs around San Diego Unified School. Yeah. So she was subbing a lot, or she would get a contract where maybe she worked for a semester or a certain amount of weeks, you know what I mean? So she did that, met my grandfather out here, made my mom. And then my dad, he's from the East Coast. You know, he's from Connecticut, but by way of South Carolina. So, you know what I mean? Seeing how his parents get down, and then, you know, learning, you know, you learn how your parents are from the grandparents.
From their brain.
You know what I'm saying? And so you get a feel of who your dad is from his parents, you know what I mean? So knowing them as well was, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
You see, you know, you just see how stuff happens and turn out. Give you perspective, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you already seeing that established, that business kind of mindset, and that you can see like hard work can pay off and all those things. Like, you've seen it already.
Yeah.
Definitely. Now, would you even like going to school out here? Did you pursue like sports or anything like that?
Yeah, I had a little high school football career. It was cool. You know what I mean? I did a little second team, all league, and, you know, I bounced around. I had a few different positions. I did fullback, I did D-line, I did linebacker like my sophomore year. But, you know, I had a look from an NAIA school, Baker University. They was looking at me a little bit, but nowhere big.
So you never had the dream like, oh, I wanna.
No, I wanted to. It was just shit was different. You know what I mean? My coach wanted. We had another star come in, and so positions got moved around. It was like, I guess I was expendable. So he was just like, you can't play fullback. You ain't gonna start at fullback. But he was like, I got a D-line position for you can play. I was just like, man, I'm gonna get some PT. I'm gonna start on my senior
I get to play.
And I balled out, bro. My little short, stubby ass. I balled out, bro. I think I had like 80 tackles. I had like 3 sacks for the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I balled out shit.
And we went to CIS. We lost in the CIF game, but we went CIF. We had a, you know what I mean? It was cool.
When you lost in that CIF game, what was that? What was you like? Really, you was feeling that shit when you lost?
Sucked, bro. Hell yeah.
Like so you was like
because it's my senior year. So you got your
crying.
school there. No, I ain't cried, but I was just like, fuck.
And
what's crazy is one of the church mothers that I grew up knowing for a long, long time. That was a really important woman. Her funeral was that same day. So
the game?
That same day of the game. So it was like, dang, I couldn't make it and we lost. I'm like, I would have felt a little better if we could have won. But she passed. Her funeral was on the same day as my CIF game. It sucked, bro. It sucked.
I'm sure you.
But I was so excited for my future. I was so excited to look to the future. It was just like, all right. You know what I mean? It ain't like hurt me to the core where I was fucked up or nothing. But I was just like, damn.
It was just one on top of the other. So it was just like, this is 2 things that fucked up.
I mean, as far as the CIF game goes, I was just like, I was over it. I was like, whatever. Nigga, I'm about to graduate. Yeah. I got shit going on. So.
And then what got you into the nightlife in San Diego?
At first, right, so I was listening to a lot of San Diego underground music in a way, I want to say around 2008, 2009, heavy. I was listening to a lot of shit, and this is like after I moved back from LA.
I don't know nothing even like about San Diego artists, man. I was listening. I mean, we had some shit with Demigod, and I think he was talking about Marty McFly,
bro.
And he said that that was like a club banger. He was like, that was a viral one that underground.
Niggas don't even know, bro. If how San Diego music scene was now when we had Blacklisted and
that's what he was talking about. He was talking about Blacklisted.
Bro, it would be Blacklisted, Heavy Hitting. You had a lot of dudes still back then that was on fire, bro. That's like if the San Diego hip hop scene where it is now, they would have it'd be a little further, bro, because they had to be an artist and they also had to create a market, an industry. They had to sort of formulate a structure for San Diego music at the same time as building themselves up as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Because San Diego ain't really have nothing. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a hub like the Bay Area or San Diego. You know what I mean? Or LA. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're still to this day, but it has expanded the viewers. Like it's crazy. It's a market, it's an industry, it's a one for San Diego music too, for sure. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm just like, I'm proud and it's crazy because I see it growing and growing and growing. It's eventually gonna pop over, bro.
Nah, and what the hell did I just ask him right now? Because I just asked him that, then I asked him another thing about the music. I asked him originally, this is a question I just asked you right now. It was about, I just asked you, even what made you talk about. You said you was driving and you was talking about you listening to San Diego.
Oh, artists. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what it was. I was listening to a lot of underground music. And so it made me want to like add. It wanted me to help contribute in some kind of way of getting San Diego's music scene out there. You know what I'm saying? It was like I was sold on our ability as a city to make music that can compete.
Did you ever try to get into music?
No, not really. I always felt like I wanted to be like an exec or, you know what I'm saying? I wish I could rap or sing or something. You feel me?
That'd be me. I'm like, damn, I wish I could sing. I'd be telling my folks that all the time.
You know what I'm saying? And so like I had moved to LA and it was just like they didn't, every time, you know, I was working at a telemarketing company where it was the first job I could get when I moved to LA. I got an apartment. I was just like, I need anything. I worked at a telemarketing and it was one of those only places that had like
a commission type
link.
Shit?
No, I had a link from dudes who just got out of jail their first job they get out that can't be in contact. So they was funneling people from LA County Jail, all of the jail, you know what I'm saying, from prison. So I'm working with them. I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like 18. I'm in there working with them, but everybody end up being cool. So I'm trying to, you know what I mean, put them on game. You know what I'm saying?
About shit in Daygo?
You know Mitchie Slick. You know, we got Damu. They don't know nobody. I'm like, dang. But this is kind of like a few people did know Slick because this is like when he was bridging into LA. This is like I think it's like Cali Untouchables or Urban Survival. Urban Survival Syndrome. I don't know. Had the Bass Chasers, but he was kind of like bridging into LA at this time. It's like 07, 08. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I was just trying to put on for the city. You know, I was proud of my city, so I was just trying to make people know. Yeah. And so it just made me like, damn, we gotta get out here, bro. We gotta get out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Bay Area popping. And Slick too, because this is when they had the Messy Slick album that had dropped. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? He was moving right there. He was doing his thing at that time. Yeah, he was bridging out, bro, for sure. At that time, popping. But
so that's what got you into the nightlife.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, I wanted somewhere to do a showcase, a concert. I was like, I had a vision for just, you know, having a concert. So I was just like, let me get in this nightlife stuff. Plus I had my guard card. So I was like, let me just get in here as a bouncer. You know what I'm saying? It's a little extra money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing EMT school.
This Monday, all at the same time?
Monday, when I first started, it's like 2012. I was doing EMT school Monday through Thursday. And then I would do bouncing on the weekend, sometimes Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but mostly Friday and Saturday. And so, you know, I was doing that for a while just to get comfortable, sit back, learn the business, see how the nightlife go. Then I started, you know, I got a decent little venue. And then I peeped that, you know, they didn't have nothing going on Sundays. It was like, bro, they make $300, $400 all day. And so I was like, eventually I came to the gym like, bro, what you think about me doing something on Sundays, bro? You guys really don't have nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be having people work for no reason. TVs be on. You got one person in the kitchen doing the cooking, one security. Ain't even making no bread. What if I could just, you know what I mean, bring in a little extra? And he's just like, you think you could do something with it? I'm like, yeah. So he gave me a shot. And I was so excited about the event, bro. I was hitting up everybody. They didn't want hip hop though, but I was just like so grateful for the opportunity.
And why didn't they want hip hop on Sunday?
Because it was an Irish bar.
Okay.
And so they felt like it went against their theme. You know what I mean? I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? But I knew eventually I was gonna work more, and I did, bro. And I'll tell you how it eventually got. Yeah. And it really come down to who the GM is of the club. You know what I'm saying? You get a cool GM, a lot of stuff go. But if you get one of them like uptight ones who want to do everything by the book, then it's like that's when you get that problem. But the first event I threw, bro, I was hitting up reggae bands, rock bands, pop bands. I didn't care. I was hitting up everybody
just to get something coming. Like,
and I came up with a tactic. I didn't really run it by them, but they gave me like a green light to do something. So what I did was I let all of the people I hit up sell their own tickets and keep all of the money. So I didn't want to charge you for no pre-sale, make you sell it and then give me a piece of the money. So I was like, you keep all of the money. So now I'm giving them an incentive.
It's like, and so when the more you get, obviously the more money you're going to get.
And every ticket bought, you show up with a ticket, you get a free beer. Beer is cheap. And they got unlimited amounts of beer. So if I spend, and it was only an $8 ticket. So they spent $8 and get a free beer. So what means people are gonna come and they're gonna buy more alcohol because they got a free one.
Want more than one.
Exactly, right? So I did that, and I didn't even know how big this band was, but they gave me a chance. The manager liked what he heard, and I reached out to him. I hit like 6 bands, bro, and I hit up like 8 bands, and then people started flaking. I started getting nervous, and we got down to like 5 bands, right? And so the last one was Tribal Theory, bro. And they're a huge band, bro. I didn't know how big they were, but I was so eager to just
get anybody up there.
And it sounded good because you're gonna take the pre-sale, you're gonna sell it, and you're gonna keep the money. Who gives the artist 100%
all their money?
All of their money. So to me, it was just like a marketing tactic. Like, I don't want nothing from you. I want my event to be popping.
Right.
You know, that was my mindset. So I gave that, you know, to every artist or band that I booked for the day. And bro, Tribal Theory and all the other bands combined, bro, I think the bar had made like $9,000
from fucking 300 a day
from a Sunday,
on a Sunday.
Traditional Sunday. It made 9,000.
Damn. So when he saw that,
it was like 500 people in there, and like I probably say 75% of it was there for Tribal Theory, bro. They packed that fucking bar up. I'm talking about had a patio. This is McFadden's.
Oh, so okay.
Used to be Deco's.
Yeah,
so
I
remember the outside patio.
Deco's,
bro. They filled the back.
That was some shit.
The back was full.
Wait, you working at Deco's? You had a lot to do with security.
Not when it was Deco's.
Oh,
I was there when it was McFadden's after they took over.
Deco's, you had a lot to do with security.
I used to just party in Deco's. Bro.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was there from when they opened to when they closed, and that place was a blessing because I got a different GM. He saw, he believed in me, and he knew they wasn't doing shit also on Sundays. So, and they had nothing implemented. So it was just like, all right. And I had to grow a relationship. At first, he didn't really trust me, but he wanted to see, you know what I'm saying? So
what
then
you could do.
After he got a feel of, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I know what he's going to do, or, you know what I'm saying? Or I kind of know what to expect. I can leave and things will be okay. And he could call me if something happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it ended up, and I started doing showcase, and then I started booking San Diego artists. I started doing different shit. You know,
and you continue to do that every Sunday?
Not every Sunday. I would try to do like once a month event and promote it real hard for a month. You know what I'm saying? Or just various different times. I would work with different promoters, let them do their own party there at the space. You know what I mean? Because it brought in beer sales, and it just gave me a networking opportunity with someone else.
So shit, at this time you was security and promoting.
Yeah, I was. But see, Friday, Saturday, I was bouncing. I'm checking IDs at the door and letting people go in. But on Sundays, I'm doing my thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, I would do like I had a one showcase where I made the artist Big June. I made him host it. And so he was introducing all of the artists. We did an interview before their set, before they went on, and kind of, got footage of them performing. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like a little intro kind of thing. You know what I mean? So we did like that. We did comedy shows. We attempted a fashion show. We did a art showcase for local artists. I did a lot of stuff with that venue, bro. And it was, it was a blessing. It just gave me an opportunity to do some of the stuff I had in mind. Right. You know what I'm saying? As far as like events. And, that's a passion for me doing events, because that's where my entrepreneurship started, was putting stuff together right there in McFadden's, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying? And Tribal Theory made that special because I didn't know. I was just eager to, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to make something happen, and they came in like blew the house off, bro. Yeah. So I'm ever grateful. You know what I mean? I'm grateful for Tribal Theory.
Definitely. And like you were saying, like I didn't even know how big it was, but then you was like, bro, they packed the house out.
Yeah, bro.
So like that was a big blessing.
I was listening to their music, and I was just like, I don't want them to sound like trash. I did listen to everybody's music and screen it. Like, I don't want it to sound weak, bro. Right. You feel me?
I want them to come up here and do a performance.
I want the people who come to enjoy the performers, So, and I like their shit, and their views was like crazy. So I was like, but I still didn't know how big they were. You know what I'm saying? But they brought like so many people out, bro. Yeah. And I was just like, the managers, they was all like, they didn't expect that. Like, the managers of the bar had to jump behind the counter and help the bartender. They only put one bartender. They didn't think I was going to do nothing, pack it out, bro. Like that. The managers, two of the managers, the AGM and the GM, had to jump behind the bar and call in another bartender to help them, because they had the back patio going and they had the front.
I'm sure they never forget that shit.
They was rolling up their sleeves and counting money on the bar like, good job, Denezel. Like, what did you do? And they was trying to cancel it because Tribal Theory had made their own flyer for the event. And so they put Rost on there. It was like a lion with a dread, and his dread turned into a blunt with smoke. And it was like, we don't want to associate our brand with weed and da-da-da-da-da. And you got tickets that says a free drink. We didn't clear that. But the only thing they didn't cancel was so many people was calling the office phone. You guys have Tribal Theory? You guys have Tribal Theory? He was cussing me out. He was trying to cancel it. But I was in the office, bro. People was calling. He's like, people have been fucking calling all day, making sure.
It's like a fucking movie.
He was like, it didn't even go off on my radar. Like, he wasn't even concerned about what I was doing until he saw the flyer and the phone calls came in. And that allowed me just that. But the whole time before, he had a stank attitude. But at the end of the night, boy, I'm telling you,
He was,
They was
good
nice.
job,
They was nice.
Denzel.
When you doing
What
another
did you
one?
do?
When you doing another one?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You look at you know what the fuck I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
For sure.
Success will make somebody act different. It's crazy.
Like you exactly. That's perfect. Like you just said, it's success that makes somebody like at first they was like, I don't want this associated with weed. Oh damn, we just made 10 racks
But you
tonight.
put some money in their lap, then they like, oh.
Throw another weed event. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you said,
It never got like that.
No, of course not.
I know.
But that'll make you act because now all of a sudden now you're like, God damn, this is great.
So yeah, they just, you know what I mean? They was like, okay, I built a rapport. And so it was just like, shit, he'll bring in a couple grand for the bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
And on a Sunday.
And they was letting me, I could put a girl there at the door.
Mm-hmm.
He give me 10% of the bar and give me whatever door cover, whatever I charge. So I'm like, shit, I could do 5 or 10. You know what I mean? I could do 5 or 10.
Yeah.
But I knew to do something every holiday weekend. So if it was on a Sunday, Memorial Day weekend, 4th of July weekend, I knew that Sunday because military don't have to work on Monday. School is out on holiday weekends, them 4-day weekends. So it's gonna be a lot of people in Gaslamp.
Gonna be able to be out and all that shit.
People gonna be in Gaslamp on that Sunday. So I'm like, yeah, I'll have some people outside, promoters bringing people in, and we'll grow a party. Before you know it, now I got 200 people up there.
Oh, damn, 200, that's a great.
I booked a DJ, make the flyer for it. Sometimes I do like a band, like a live band who will play live music, and you know what I mean. Then have a DJ set come in. You know, just various different things. Have themes go along with the holidays. Yeah, it was cool, bro. It was like what started me, McFadden's.
What was them rough nights for you, like as a bouncer, like having to get people out the club and like that type of shit? Like how you had to get physical and shit, or was that even an aspect that you had to deal with?
I mean, when I first started, you know, your mindset is get in here and fuck somebody up. Right. I'm gonna get some free alcohol and I'm gonna get the girls. Right. So but after time,
that's why I had to ask.
Yeah, over time, though, I did that. I worked at the same place for 7 years, and so over the years, you know, you kind of mature and grow, and it becomes. It's not. Well, it wasn't even really that. You start learning like these are also. We forget that when we're 21 in the club, fucked up, drunk, and we get into a fight with someone who's 21 drunk, fucked up in the club, is because we're both kids in here. And you see some people act out different because they're, you know what I mean? Like when you get that young, I remember when my first drink, 21, acting immature, drunk in the club everywhere ass, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you start to realize shit for what it is. Some people just want to act out. He got a girl over there trying to poke his chest out for, or this nigga trying to be the player. He want everybody on his nuts in the club. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you start learning. Most of the time, you could just talk a nigga out the club. Like I would always tell people, like, look at your people. You want to go home tonight. What's going to happen is we're going to beat your ass. We're going to walk you outside, and then the bike cops going to see us taking y'all out, and then they going to come, and then they going to decide if they want to throw you in jail. It's not even worth it, bro. Just go home to your family. Go home, go kiss your girl, go kiss your baby, and go to bed tonight. And niggas would be like, that's real. Smart. That's real. I respect that. I'm like, yeah, bro. For what, bro?
Like, cause honestly, I'm just telling you,
trying to look cool right now in front of your little 3 homies in the club, bro.
They not gonna help you neither.
He would be trying to fight somebody else, and I just talked to him like, bro, fuck him. Look at him. Right. Man, go ahead, man. Enjoy your night, bro. It's girls in here that's checking you out, bro. Exactly. Go holler at baby over there. Leave this dude alone.
Like, you know what? That's right. That's actually, I'm gonna do that.
And I go tell the other dude the same thing. Just go on the patio, bro. Let some time cool off. And
then, you know that with alcohol too, is like you already know.
You could de-escalate situations, but most bouncers, I liked my job. I enjoyed what I was doing. Plus, I had the opportunity, so I didn't want to mess it up. But most people, bouncers, they come in there with the mindset of, I'm going to mess with some girls, I'm going to beat some people up, and I'm going to drink for free. And so when you get that combination of mindset in that area, he either going to beat somebody's ass, get beat up, he going to be in here stealing alcohol, getting drunk, or he not going to be doing his job chasing bitches. And those people get kicked out fast.
And like you said, like you actually enjoyed your job.
I enjoyed it. It was fun, bro. I make a little cash, meet some women. You know what I'm saying? It's like alcohol was always there, but I didn't really care about it. You know what I'm saying? But they would give us whatever we want after work. You know what I'm saying? You get people getting drunk on the clock. Not to say I never did it, but some people would abuse it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Overdo it, get sloppy drunk. Like, bro.
And then when they slide,
you a bouncer, bro. How you gonna be in here?
part.
You gonna get knocked out.
Yeah.
No, bro. You can't be slipping in here.
You seen
it's too many
bouncers
people
get knocked out?
Bro, hell yeah. A lot of people. Tooth knocked out, eye cut, jump. I seen one got cracked over the head with a chair.
God damn.
Yeah, bro.
The bouncer got hit with a chair?
Hell yeah. We had one night, it got rugged. We lost. As a team, we lost. And we was like 12 deep. We lost.
Then how many of them was it?
It was too many people in the club.
That's what I'm saying.
It was a lot, bro. Chairs was flying. It got out of control.
Yeah,
it was a real brawl.
When it's chairs flying, that's something different. Because I mean, they throwing shit and they don't care.
One of my homies got a concussion. He had the fluid coming out his ears at the end of the night. We had to take him to the hospital.
Damn,
for real. Bro, it used to get real, bro. Bouncing ain't
nothing nice.
See, because McFadden's was also a popping military bar. You know what I'm saying?
And military
you
bar.
Would get every weekend, never fails. I get Navy trying to fight a Marine who tougher. You get that. You get Marines in there trying to fight other Marines. You know what I mean? They in there too. They just get off deployment and they come in there and get hella wasted. You know what I'm saying? It was like a ghetto white club.
And then that goddamn alcohol,
bro. And we was allowed. The energy was crazy at McFadden's, bro. We did the beer chuck where the girls get on the bar, and whoever drink the cup of beer first get free beer for the rest of the night or
for the whole night.
And girls would do wet t-shirt. We would do a lot, bro. The energy
goddamn
was
remind
crazy.
You of TJ,
bro. The videos like some nights we'd have 600 people in there at once.
God damn, 600
at once, bro.
So then,
you think about we got 12 guards. One guard card is good for 50 people.
And that's
about 600 people when you get 12 guards. But you think about it. At 600 people in there, you got to jump on a situation and get it out and remove it fast. You don't want a brawl to get out of hand because it fucks up the flow of business.
Yeah.
Especially at the bar. The bartenders, man, that's another thing. Bartenders would want people kicked out. Dudes that get too drunk, not understand communication, go out the window. He think he lost his money.
Right. Or, like, no, it's in your pocket.
Or he get charged like, why the fuck I'm paying so much? The bartender would get irritated. Get him the fuck out of here. He fucking up. He trying to make his money move fast. This guy got dumbass questions. You said 2 adios. He don't want to pay the 2 adios price. Like, what am I going to do with this?
So it's like, get them fuck out of here.
Sometimes, some dudes would get mad. Like, I'm not fucking paying. Get him out of here.
Is it?
Or they would, you get dudes hitting on the
bartenders
or other chicks in the bar and create a problem.
It's like, yo, I'm telling him like
many different scenarios, bro. So many different scenarios that happen where you gotta just hop on it. Cause a big brawl will mess up the flow of the business.
100%. Like you said, especially the bar.
So and you get the big guys who feeling themselves, thinking they tough.
That's another funny thing. How many was it more so big dudes that's acting tough or small dudes that's acting tough?
Just a little bit of everything.
Right, I figured it's something like that.
It's alcohol.
Yeah, it's alcohol acting tough. So then what took you to be like, okay, this nightlife ain't for me no more?
I never felt like that. I miss it. It's just the business I'm in now shifted my time. You know what I mean? So, but I plan on being back. I love that. That events will always be a part of my heart. You know what I mean? It's a passion. That's where I started. I always see that in my vision. That's part of it. Long term, I got some ideas I want to do, and I ain't finished. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is just where I'm currently at right now.
Right.
And so I got to do it right. So all my energy going into this right now.
Then what made you go transfer over down to where you at now? How did you get to this space?
I knew I wanted a way to make money consistently while I'm still chasing my dreams, but I didn't want to work for nobody else. And so I was like, I could sell food. You know what I'm saying? I always had a hamburger vision as one of my businesses in the back of my head. Because it's, who don't like a hamburger? You know what I'm saying? It's a good business to have.
Right.
So, I was just like, I wanted that to be one of my streams of income. And so I was just like, I don't want to wait till I'm famous or something like that. Just start right now. You know what I mean? So I was just like, I got downtown. And so the club, like what I'm saying is the club closed that I was working at.
Mm-hmm.
And so for 7 years being down in the gas lamp every weekend, I was accustomed to being downtown in the gas lamp. And so it closed. And so I was like, oh man, I'm losing one of my, hubs of cash. And I had no longer have this venue at my disposal to make stuff happen for myself. So I was like, damn. And just being used to being down there, and I already had the hamburger business stuff in the back of my head and the name and all of that. I had it in the back of my head, and I was doing research, and I was looking at other food vendors and seeing how it go. I threw a food event just to see. I wanted to learn before I did anything.
Like who was actually fucking with you?
So I got all of my equipment and stuff like the end of 2018, and I didn't start. The first time I set up and sold anything was April of 2019.
How many you sell when your first set up? 2 burgers.
It wasn't even burgers. I didn't do burgers until 2020.
So what'd you sell when you first did?
Bagels. I did my breakfast sandwiches.
No lie.
I did my breakfast sandwich because I felt like I didn't want to be outside on the sidewalk with raw ground beef. It was just too unsanitary. Mm-hmm. And I was doing it at a late night. So I knew breakfast could work late night. Yeah. And so being downtown, I knew all the bouncers. I knew a lot of bartenders. I knew all the promoters. I was currently still working downtown at another venue. I was working at Vibes, and I was doing my own thing. I was doing R&B Thursdays there. So I had every Thursday there. I was doing like a little R&B ladies night kind of thing. So I was doing that as well. But
and was you single all this time?
Nah, not all of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but still,
because that's a sticky situation to be in them venues.
But see, look, being downtown working as a bouncer for that long, it wasn't pressure. It was normal, bro. It was like my habitat.
Oh, no pressure. Just you. If you got your lady and you in that environment,
I knew how to handle that. Yeah. I know how to handle women flirting with me and my girl being around. You know what I mean? She was crazy as look. She was my door girl. She was the one collecting my cash. So I put her at the door. So where she could see everything.
She could see everything.
And girls would flirt with me in front of her. She wouldn't trip. And you know what I mean? It ain't like I'm about to just holler in front of her. So it was just like, but being down there, she knew I was around women. Right. She met me, I was a bouncer. She knew I was around women. She already knew women to get down. You know what I'm saying?
How you met me.
Like, exactly. So it was like, it was never really I got to move differently because it was just, she knew that was my atmosphere. That was my habitat, bro.
Exactly.
So.
You said you started off with bagel, and it was like, did you do meat on the bagels?
So it was what I call my breakfast sandwiches. They're called bully bagels, right? And so
you gonna ever bring that back?
Yeah, I'm working on my new menu, and it's gonna be on because that's my staple. That's what started me, bro, for like damn near a year before I did a burger. I did bagels. It was bagels. So it was cream cheese and jelly on a bagel with egg and bacon. Yeah. But I had different bagels and I had different flavors for. So like the classic one was strawberry jelly, plain cream cheese, and then I would fry egg and bacon on the grill and then put it between the bagel. Right. So strawberry jelly, plain cream cheese. So that was the Magneto. And so I named them all after villains because they're bully bagels. You know what I mean? They got to be bad guys, right? So they bully your taste buds, I guess, whatever. So, and then
that's hella good. That's hella good, though.
Yeah, you feel me? I try to loop it in there.
Yeah.
And then I had the blueberry bagel, and I had blueberry cream cheese and grape jelly, and then I did the egg and bacon. And then I had the Joker. That was the jalapeno bagel with the jalapeno cream cheese. And then I had a jalapeno jelly, egg, bacon, hash brown.
And the jalapeno jelly.
I was set up right there on 6 and F. And I would sell them $7 breakfast sandwiches, bro. And I would get a fat line down the block. You know what I mean?
Like that.
Bro, I sit out there. In a good night, I might make $400. But I'm just like $400 on my own. I would do it like Friday, Saturday, because that's when I used to be at the door checking IDs, Friday, Saturday. I'm used to being down there. So I felt like I was still, you know what I mean? In my
that life
zone
still.
Downtown. So all the bouncers, the bartenders, whoever knew me would come to me.
Like, yo, go to the fucking bagel spot.
Yeah, for that reason. And I also knew that being the people who work down here late night, we don't have a lot of food options. You got everything the pizza closed.
Spot you got across pizza, the street, and you lucky if you get some good tacos.
And that was before, and this is before the hot dog guys. This is 2019, bro. There wasn't even no hot dog guys yet.
Yeah.
So I was just like, shit, I'm gonna have a different food alternative.
Yeah.
And so bouncers would come, bartenders, just like my peers would come.
And if it tastes good, it's
and then just people too. And I put onions and garlic on the grill and peppers with the bacon. And people smelling it like tacos.
Hold up.
And I'd be like, no tacos. They're like bagels. And then they would look at it, see how it's being made. Oh, yeah, let me get one of them.
And at this time, did you have a truck?
Nah, bro. I had a grill, a table, and a speaker. And then I had a cooler. And then I had a little wagon with all my bagels and extra shit in it.
Yeah.
And that was it, bro. I set up against the wall, right there where Chef's is right now.
Yeah.
You know, that big side window on 6? Bro, I was right there next to the window. That's when it was the morning after. But I was set up right there. And I might give you like some a picture or some footage that you guys could upload so people could see while I'm explaining it.
Yeah.
Bro. But I was right there on the side of Chef's, bro. And you know what I mean? I'd be out there and just banging out bagels, bro. I'd be out there at 4 a.m. My little crew would be out there with me. You know, my regulars, my homies, the ones who were bouncers with me.
And so people was getting food at 4 o'clock in the morning?
Bro, people don't want to go home. If you ain't score, if you ain't getting no chick that night, bro, it's dudes down there still trying to get. They got hookah lounges down there. It's still action down there. Dudes is still hunting.
Crazy. 4 o'clock in the morning.
And then people need to sober up.
Yeah.
I saved a lot of lives, bro. It's some people that slumped, lost their wallet, left their phone. I'm closing up and see dude left his wallet. I search his name on Instagram, find his Instagram, bro. He left your wallet. Oh my God, I didn't know. I thought it was in the Uber. Thank you. Meet up with me, give me $40. You know what I mean? Like,
and I was just off a rip, just like, yo, thank you for plugging me back. Yeah.
Uber will leave him. Like, you're not throwing up in my shit.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Uber will pull off. He eat 3-4 bagels. He'd start coming back to life.
There it is, because that bread absorb all this alcohol and shit. Yeah.
Bring him back to life, bro.
Exactly. So you got the plug.
What? My little, you know, your bouncers, the dudes you work with, these are your homies, but they also like your teammates because y'all get battle together, bro. Yeah, some people really get knocked out. Sometimes you knock some people out, choke some people out. Y'all fighting. Y'all a team for real. You feel me? So it's like, I have my little dudes that work with me. You know, we be on the block till 4 a.m. They help me bust down afterwards, smoke our little weed on the block, talk. Yeah. All right, I'll see it's Friday. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. They get off of work and just come and be on the block, post up, make sure shit running smooth. Yeah. You need ice, run up to 7-Eleven, give me more ice, or you know what I mean? Just hold me down, bro. You feel me? They get food too. Yeah. I be like, bro, I don't need no. I got bacon left over.
Yeah, y'all already doing this.
Bro. Here, hell no. Homie, take orders for me. He don't know nothing, but he inspired by me. And he just want to.
He see the movement.
Hell yeah.
And then what got you to the burger?
And so I always knew I was gonna sell burgers, but it was that the bagels was the warm up. And so
and I was even seeing what you could actually do with what you got. It's like
the pandemic, bro. It was really the pandemic. So my bread and butter was gas lamp downtown. And so when the pandemic happened, the clubs are closed. There's no foot traffic. Yeah. So what am I doing? Who wants a bagel in the afternoon?
Right.
Some people was I started doing veggie bowls. I started doing sausages on pita bread with a little grilled peppers and onion. People was messing with it. But I was like, all right, now's the time. I had just had my firstborn son. He was born in March. I sold my first burger in April, right after I got my Trump check.
And what check?
I got my stimulus.
Stimulus.
I got my stimulus. I said, man, I'm about to buy a whole bunch of different stuff for branding, stickers.
What was that first burger you sold?
The firefighter. I only had one burger when I first started.
Okay.
It was the firefighter.
And that was a spicy one.
That was a spicy one. And then I was like, I got to do a barbecue. And then I did the mechanic. And then I had to sit down and really think about who was going to do my menu. And then I hit my boy Keith Coleon up and he did my first burger. It was just, I wasn't even doing fries. I wanted to do chips. I didn't want to do fries. I wanted to be different. And so he just had my menu with my 5 burgers on it, bro. And then people was like, you got to have fries, bro. You don't got no sodas. I was just selling straight burgers only. And people was pulling up just to get burgers. Yeah. They'd be like, I'm going to go to McDonald's to get some fries and I'm going to come get your burger. Well, all right.
Yeah.
So then I was just like, man, I got to
do fries.
So I had to invest in the deep fryer. And then I had to start getting French. So I started with potato chips. I was slicing chips, but it was too much work. They start turning brown, looking ugly. They get stale. All right, man, fuck it, tap in. I'm going to start selling French fries. So then I bought a deep fryer, and I was like, shit, I got this deep fryer. I might as well do fries and drinks. And I started doing the lemonades, fries and drinks. That shit went up. People was like, oh, he got the drinks now? Then they started liking the lemonades. Crazy, like, bro. Oh, shit. So then that went up. And I was like, shit, Chick-fil-A closed on Sundays. That's a market. Plus, black people supposed to eat chicken on Sundays. I was like, let's do chicken sandwiches only on Sundays. I didn't want it to interfere. So I wasn't doing chicken every day. I was only doing it on Sundays. That was my marketing tactic.
It was like,
this is 2020,
you know what's coming
bro.
on Sunday for this.
Yeah, and I would get a influx of people who wanted chicken sandwiches, bro. Would only come on Sundays. You know, some people are just like, and this is around Popeyes and
when they was jumping.
When they was battling.
When they was
so I was
jumping.
Just like, bro, I'm sliding in this thing, bro. So I started doing the chicken sandwiches too, bro. I kept implementing stuff to keep it interesting. So people was like, hold on, the firefighter was good. Let me try this burger. Let me try this lemonade.
Yeah.
Let me see what this fries hitting on. You got desserts? What you got? So when you start becoming consistent, then that turned into me quitting my job because I was doing 2 days a week. I was working 5 days a week. And when I got the mindset that, okay, it's time to start on the food stuff, I told my job, I want to reduce my days to only 2 days a week because I want to give a chance at the burger business. If it don't work out, I still want to be with the company because it was a good company. And so, but it was going good, bro. I was closed on just like I am now, Sundays and Mondays. And then I was only working Tuesdays and Wednesdays. No, I'm sorry, bro. I was working on Sundays and Mondays at the job, the days I was closed. And then Tuesday through Sunday, sorry, I would sell the food. So I would take 2 days closed, be at the job, and then the rest was the burgers. But it was taking off so good, I just told my job, I
can't do this.
I ain't looking back.
Yeah.
I ain't looking back. So I quit December of 2020. Yeah. November, December of 2020, I told him, yeah, I'm putting my 2 week notice. It's going all right. And then at this time, I had moved back in with my mom because I was like, I want to save up some money for my son is on the way. I was like, I got to get my finances. So I was like, I got to really get this food thing going. And I want to save up some money to get a condo or a townhome or something. I don't want to pay rent. I don't want to get booted out of and my landlord at the time, he wanted to jump my rent like an extra $250. And
it's like, bro, you did.
And I was like, I was paying $1,700 in 2017. You know what I'm saying? And he wanted $1,900. And I'm like, bro, my firstborn coming, I'll save up some money and I'll help my mom out with her rent.
Yeah.
So I'll move in. My mom, she had like a 3-bedroom house she was renting. So I was like, I'll move in with my mom, save up for my son, and you know what I'm saying, and see how this turned out. So I had moved in with my mom before the pandemic, not even thinking about the pandemic. It's like February. My baby was on the way. I was just thinking about saving up for my son. And I hadn't even done the burgers yet. But then after he was born on the 12th of March. 3 days later, the 15th, the pandemic happened and they shut the world down. So we got lucky. 3 days earlier, I probably wouldn't even have been able to see him born. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I would have missed all that because it was only letting one person in the hospital. I would have missed it. I got lucky. So we got him home.
Same shit with me. I got
and then
lucky.
they had the shutdown happen. And so it was like, good thing I moved in my mom's house. You know what I'm saying? I was like, shit, I could hold down the fort. And that's when everybody was freaking out. Toilet paper, water. He was like, it's the end of the world. I'm like, oh, shit.
I had my baby during the pandemic.
That's what I'm saying.
And I was able, it was my lady in there and I was able to go in there, but we was only two able to be in there type of shit.
Yeah, bro. So,
that pandemic, and I feel like everybody had on here got a story about the pandemic. Like, what if it went good for them during the pandemic, or it was just like this fuck my.
Because it altered the world.
Yeah,
it altered everybody's mindset. Because it forced everybody into survival mode. Exactly. You did what you had to do, so you saw everybody's entrepreneurship just like elevate.
Because like everything is shut down.
There's no job, so what you gonna do? So everybody was figuring out a way to make some bread, you know? So people was at home. I was just like, we gonna do this food stuff for real right now, because I was just doing it for the foot traffic downtown. People was at home. People was ordering food. No, we can't dine in nowhere.
Right.
You only was able to order.
Exactly.
So people was hitting my Instagram, putting in orders. I'm flying around the city, big gas guzzler, SUV, but I'm dropping off orders. People coming to pick it up. I'm paying my brother to do drop off. I'm paying another brother to do. Going. People was hitting me. I'm dropping off, bro. The first time I made $500 in one day, I was like, bro,
This it.
$500.
This it.
Like I had made more money that in a night at the club, but it was just like I made $500 from selling hamburgers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, damn, bro, we on. So I was just like, I'm gonna just do this for real, for real.
What inspired the lemonades and all the different flavors?
Well, I mean, I always knew I wanted to do the lemonades, but I just didn't have, I was doing it in my mom's backyard, bro.
Mm-hmm.
She had a little overhang on her back patio. I set up a grill. I kind of made it like a little outdoor restaurant, bro. I had a fridge. I went and invested and got like a little 5-foot fridge.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I could store the stuff, bro. I started taking over my mom's fridge.
Mm-hmm.
I was filling up her shelves. We in there making patties. Me and my little cousin, we making hamburger patties. I'm buying packs of bacon. I'm filling up her deep fryer. I had to buy my own fridge. I had to, you know what I'm saying? I had the grill in the backyard. So it was just like, I was trapping, bro.
Like a motherfucker for
but
real.
I knew I wanted to do the lemonades, but I didn't have all the stuff at first. You know what I mean? I had to make money and then buy stuff like the deep fryer and then the fridge and then figure out how I was going to get the bottles and how I was going to, you know what I'm saying, the stickers, but once the money kind of grew to allow me to invest into more things to sell.
Yeah.
And that's how it is. People think you get the money, you make a little flip, and then you spend some on yourself, and then you spend a little bit on your business. You take everything you made and you put it back into the business.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm buying a lot of this. I'm buying a lot of bottles. I'm buying a lot of French fries. I'm filling up. So now all I have is inventory. Why is inventory good? Because inventory is money.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you blow through that money and you ain't got no inventory, you got to figure out how you going to make some money to get the inventory just to sell. Nah, you put all your money into your inventory, and that's what keeps the motor turning. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You put it all into your, you know what I'm saying? You put it right back in. And so I would just keep expanding, you know what I'm saying?
And you even just talking about like the business side. What's been the hardest thing about the business side of this, of you like getting this off the ground, like even the stuff that you have to maintain business wise?
I mean, most people, like anybody else, probably just the expenses. You really got to be tight with your money just to, you know what I'm saying? And just to survive, it's a tough business. You got to figure out how to make people come to you. Like, why do I want to spend my money with you? There's burgers everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So when it's people like you who actually get in your car and drive how many miles to just come and give me money for food, I really appreciate that. But that's like stuff that I have to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably just the financial aspect of it, So like you got to keep investing for real, for real.
And how'd you come up with the Wagyu burger? And how many people are buying that $100 burger?
Bro, so far I've sold 24 of them. I could have sold more, but I don't keep them on hand. I have to get all the ingredients fresh, so you got to give me a heads up. So, like, if you wanted it on a certain date, we'll plan around it, and I'll make sure I'll have it for that day. So if you tell me on Thursday you want it tomorrow, I'll make sure I'll have it for you tomorrow. But I don't. But a lot of people try to just thinking I had it on hand, but it's like fresh, real Wagyu.
Right.
I'm not gonna let that sit, and I'm not gonna freeze it. And all the seafood that I get from like a real butcher shop. So it's not Walmart frozen shrimp that I'm taking out and throwing on the grill.
It's
legit
legit shit.
It's legit shit. So I go pick it up fresh.
Yeah.
And so far I sold 24, but probably could have sold more. And it inspired me because that was my tribute, like my salute to Nip.
Right.
That's what inspired me.
I was even thinking that. I just wanted to like hear it from you yourself.
It was 100% Nip. It was just me paying homage. It was like something I could do. You know what I'm saying? My guy, RIP, you know what I'm saying? It was like somewhere I can just pay homage to him, like me taking matters in my own hands, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just wanted to do it like a tribute with that. And I understood what he was doing with the book, Contagious with Jonah Berger, and the concept behind it, you know what I mean? That negative talk picks up. And when, you know what I'm saying? So it picks up faster. So people be like, what? He got $100 burger? Who? What? This dude tripping. Fuck Average Joe's. This dude, he crazy. I'm not giving him no $100. Who's that? But everybody, who's that? Fuck him. Who's that? But they going to say Average Joe's Burgers. You know what I'm saying? So that was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it was also displaying that some people really fuck with you to give you
Right.
$100 for a sandwich.
Exactly.
You also get fries and a drink, but it also just displayed his strength. You know, if you think about the average artist who will do a body of work, you think on average he make about $100,000 off his album after the label take they cut.
Right.
He made that on his own.
Exactly.
Printed up 1,000
Right.
copies.
And selling for $100 each.
That showed record labels of how much
pull he really had. Like,
exactly,
I could do
it
this
was the
myself.
strength. And it's an artist right now that can't do that. That's in the majors. You know what I'm saying? He can't do that. And so it was just his demonstration, his ability to display how much people really respected his, you know what I'm saying, his craft. And so I wanted to attempt to do that too.
And you doing it.
Yeah. So I gave people I had like a printout $100 bill, and they cropped Nipsey's face on the Benjamin Franklin. So every time I wanted to make it like an experience, like he did. Like when you get the album,
dope.
You get the concert tickets. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
You get he would have, whatever
things that come with that.
That come with it. And so that's what I wanted to do to make it an experience. I wanted to do a T-shirt too, but I would get the $100 bill and let them take a picture of it.
Yeah.
And then I would post them and make a deep caption. Tag them. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And you still do that when they buy that?
Yeah, I had it's been a while since I sold one, but the last person that did it, yeah, he was at work. It was actually one of the military guys. So he came on lunch and told me the day before, and I was like, all right. So he got in, he got his food and got on, so I didn't get the picture. But I got some people on the Instagram you can go and look up with the $100 bill on there. Yeah.
What type of feedback did you get from like your family, like your moms, your pops, seeing what you're doing now?
It was proud. They proud. My mom proud because I was staying with her. My dad is out of state. He live in somewhere else. But my mom was proud. My dad's proud too, but my mom got to see it. You know what I'm saying? So being in her backyard, she get to go out there and she look every day. It's new people in her backyard.
Yeah,
it's crazy because some people would, I would take it out to the street. And my mom's neighbors was thinking I was selling drugs because I was coming from the backyard.
Yeah.
And I would have a little bag and people would pull up and I'm taking it out to them.
Like,
They don't know it's a burger, fries, and lemonade, bro.
Yeah.
They don't know that
Call
shit.
the police.
I'm
what the
running
hell?
out, my cousin running out bags of cars just parking. I got 3 or 4 cars just outside. The neighbors like.
And that's a legitimate business.
People pulling up at 8 o'clock at night. My neighbors like.
What the hell they doing?
What is he doing? I got me and my cousin running out to 3 different cars. Friends and people I felt comfortable with. They be in the backyard. I'm making theirs. You know what I'm saying? In between different orders, like it's crazy.
So did your dad even get to try one of your burgers yet?
Not yet.
No way.
Not yet.
Cause he had to stay over and shit.
Yeah, he had to stay.
He gonna have to he like he said.
Oh
like,
no, he tapped in though. He knows what's up.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely. That's what's up. And then like for the end, like kind of the end game of this, like I know you have your son now. What's more so of like the end goal for you with your business?
Oh, to give it to him, but that's if he wanted. But,
exactly.
You seen Coming to America? I'm trying to make him the
Princess Amunda.
Come on, man! I'm trying to make him Princess Amunda, or even Soul Glow. He could be this Jerry Curl dude who
Let your
inherited
soul
bro. That's how
glow.
he ain't got to worry about nothing, bro.
For sure. That's what's up, and that's good to even see how kind of basically as smart you are with.
But
the
I'm gonna
business.
make him earn it though. He's not getting everything, bro.
Of course,
because you got to make him. Like I read, it was like wealthy men make weak. You know what I mean?
Because they give him everything.
I don't want him to be the weak where it's like he get frustrated and he give up with everything. I
want
want him
like give it to him.
Like me, like I had a car, right? But my dad, you got to pay the insurance and take care of the gas.
Right.
I'm not putting gas in your car and you paying the insurance. You know what I'm saying? I need the money I'm on his insurance, but I got to come up with the money that he got to pay for me. So it's also giving him a sense of responsibility as well.
Like,
you know
how
what
am
I'm
I
saying?
get this every month?
Exactly. So, it was just stuff like that that'll make me appreciate what I had. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be a little arrogant, unappreciative. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that too. I'm like, I want him to not want for nothing, but he still got to earn and appreciate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So find that balance, figure out how to.
So with your lady then seeing you come from the nightlife to what you're doing now, how does she feel about that?
It's cool.
Mm.
It's cool. I mean, I be outside all day too, like how I was back then. So it was like I was in the nightlife. So late at night, I'm gone all night. And then I was always doing meetings and trying to sit down with other people to put our heads together to do. Even some days, you know, I had 3 or 4 different meetings at a coffee shop and here, trying to get a start, or people like, I like how Denezel move. I want to include him on this event. This is what we got going. So I'm, you know, collaborating, putting stuff together. I'm on meetings all day. Plus I'm working, you know what I'm saying, my job. So she's used to me just, she know how I go. She know how I go. I just Energizer Bunny. I'm always on something, you know what I'm saying? So just now it's one thing that I'm out doing all day,
right,
versus 4 or 5 different things, you know what I'm saying? So,
and that even brings me to my next question, like, what type of support have you got from people in San Diego?
A lot, man. I get a lot of love, man. The natives show me love. You know, most people be like, my friends and stuff don't even be supporting me, but I honestly do get some, bro. And it's just like, I have to touch on that because there are people who are your family and friends that will support you always. I know we're not supposed to rely on them or be mad if you don't. And I understand that. Don't be mad if you don't get that. But when they do, you have to highlight that. I was on Facebook. I couldn't remember whose post it was, but it was like somebody said something and it stuck with me. It was like, acknowledge the love, ignore the hate. So I kind of was like, yeah, I'm going to use that. So anytime somebody give me, I don't care if it's 5 people, them 5 people supported me, and that's what I'm going to focus on. And I'm not going to think about the 100 people that don't want to see me win. I'm only thinking about the 5 people over there rooting for me and how I got to do what I do to make them proud. You know what I'm saying? So that's my approach with that one. You know?
Definitely. I want you to just let people know how they can reach you on all your socials or in anything that you got going
on. I got the Instagram, I got the Facebook at Average Joe's. We got the website coming soon. Yeah, pretty much Average Joe's, how it sounds. Average Joe's Burgers. It should pop up. You'll see the brand. Hopefully you could throw it up or something like that. Or I know you'll tag me on the the
I'm
IG.
Sure we already had that today.
Yeah, I'm on the food truck pretty much 5-6 days a week, moving around all over San Diego. So you guys can reach me for sure, man. I'm there. Just hit me up in the DMs. I also had a number you could call anytime that's connected to the social media pages. Yeah. So, yes.
Even then, like before I even let you go, what's your favorite burger?
The firefighter for sure.
Yeah,
bro.
The spicy.
Yeah, because it's an equal flavor and heat, so it's not like I'm trying to make you do a ghost pepper spicy challenge where it's just a mouthful of peppers and shit, and we just want to see who can handle the most heat. That's not what it is.
Right.
It's an equal flavor heat, so it's enough heat for heat lovers, and then if you're not too much on the spicy stuff, it has a flavor so you could bear with it, and it's not overpowering. It's on the back end. It hits you on the back end. Yeah. It's gradual, so
I'm gonna have to try.
I could do it lightly too, so. People, I don't want to do I could lightly, bro. But it's
I can do the strawberry, the jalapeno jam. That sounds fire.
There ain't no ghost peppers or nothing. I ain't trying to Carolina Reaper. I ain't trying to hurt dudes. Pocky chip. I ain't trying to do that, bro. I want you to enjoy the burger. Because when it's too hot, bro, all you taste is pepper. Like I don't want the too hot at the wing spot, bro. I want the mild, bro.
Yeah.
So I could taste the heat and the vinegar.
Exactly.
I'm cool with that, bro.
Exactly.
I'm not about to be over here sweating and shit.
100%.
Trying to eat.
You know what I'm saying?
It's hot in here, bro. I'm good.
That shit is irritating when you're sweating and eating.
Yeah, bro. Just ruin your whole little dining experience.
100%. With that being said, it's been another episode of the BiGG Umbrella Podcast. That's big with 2 G's. I'm going to repeat that. That's big with 2 G's, the BiGG Umbrella Podcast, and it's a wrap. And there we go. Well, let's get some tacos, nigga. Can we really get some tacos? You trying to get some tacos? Let's get some tacos, nigga.